A tiny nation has just become one of the first countries in Europe to use Russia's Sputnik V COVID vaccine, and it could have major geopolitical implications. NBC News foreign correspondent Claudio Lavanga reports now from San Marino.
Aaron, while the rest of Europe is still struggling with the vaccination campaign, the tiny Republic of San Marino is on its way to immunize most of its citizens, thanks also to the use of Sputnik V, Russia's vaccine.
Perched on a hill in the north of Italy, San Marino looks like a typical Italian medieval town. And yet, this tiny hamlet is an independent country in its own right. This is one of the smallest nations in the world, and it claims to be the oldest surviving republic. But recently, it made headlines for another reason. It became one of the first countries in Europe to use Sputnik V, Russia's vaccine, to immunize its citizens against COVID-19.
The Sputnik vaccine has not been authorized yet in European countries like Italy, but crossed the border into San Marino, and it's not a problem anymore. Even though San Marino is geographically within Italy and Europe, it's not part of the European Union.
Tired of waiting for the promised Pfizer doses from Italy, the tiny state turned to Russia. We initially made a deal with Italy, the foreign minister told NBC News, but they were delayed, so we decided to take other avenues, and within 3 weeks, Russia sent the first doses. Among residents lining up to receive Sputnik V are many American passport holders. 10% of the population here is made of expats from the US and hold dual citizenship. Among those who have already received the Sputnik V jab is Pia Moretti. She grew up in Detroit and moved here in the 1980s.
I felt that it was pretty safe. Everybody told me that it was pretty safe, so I was happy too. I would have preferred if it would have been American or from San Marino, but hey, we take what we can, right?
Russia's answer to San Marino's call for vaccines also raised questions. Is San Marino a pawn in Russia's game of vaccine diplomacy? San Marino caught Russia's attention in 2014 when it did not back international sanctions for the war in Ukraine. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov returned the favor with an official visit in 2019. Now some see this as a way for Russia to set foot into Europe through its vaccines.
Russia, on the contrary, giving it to San Marino is a clearly geopolitical move, which they could do because they own the vaccine. It's a fully state vaccine. They control the production and distribution. You might wonder yourself, why San Marino? Because despite its very small size, it's an extremely visible place. It's very symbolic. It's in the heart of Europe, in the heart of Italy. And this whole situation created a lot of sympathy and also jealousy among the Italians. Myself, I received dozens of phone calls from Italian friends asking me if they could get, by chance, any shot of the Sputnik in San Marino, despite they're not from San Marino.
Health authorities here confirmed they received hundreds of requests for Sputnik V from outside San Marino, most of them from Italy, but also France, Switzerland, Germany, and from as far as Canada. It appears that after the tiny Republic of San Marino opened up to Russia's vaccine, it has the world at its feet.
If it's true that San Marino is part of Russia's big game of vaccine diplomacy, well, it's definitely paying off. Now, more than 50 countries around the world are using the Russian vaccine, and now both Italy and the European Union are speeding up its approval process.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.